Hey, welcome. My name is Harold, and yeah, I'm finally at the Rancho Naturalista. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and yeah, it's a little foggy out here. I don't know if you can see it. Really nice up here. It's a little foggy. It has been raining last night, so yeah, I'm gonna start walking and see what I can find. I've just seen some orange-billed sparrows, and there was a bright-rumped Attila calling. Very nice bird. So, but because it's a little foggy and early in the morning, the light is quite low, so there isn't a lot of sunlight. So I think the birds that I have to identify is just by call, because if you look up to the canopy, you can see it. It's quite dark, so you can't really recognize the species by sight. So I think the best way is to identify them by call and song. But you know, that's a little different here in Costa Rica, here with almost 900 species, and here at the Rancho Naturalista they have a bird list of around 450 species. So yeah, I'm by myself. I don't have a bird guide. So let's see what I can find and what I can identify. So yeah, let's go. So I was just walking about 5 minutes, then started to rain, of course. Yeah, we are in a rainforest, of course, so yeah, it rains, and we are actually here in a cloud forest. It's very wet, and as you can see, because of all the rain. It's mosquitoes here. Because of all the rain, it's so super lush. And yeah, cloud forests are forests that are rainforest a little bit more on altitude. We are around, I don't know, maybe 1,000 meters of altitude here. So temperature is really nice, really nice and cool. But yeah, it's very wet. And I was lucky to find a little shed here. They have a hummingbird feeding station. As you can see behind me, there's 2 feeders hanging over there. There's some hummingbirds hanging around. There was a crowned wood nymph, very beautiful, and a ruby-throated hummingbird. And just here there was a violet saberwing. It's absolutely spectacular hummingbird. It's quite big, and it has a very nice purple color all over. And yeah, so I think it's going to dry up a little bit, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. Oh, that's that's gone. The violet saberwing was back again, but I think I'm gonna wait a little bit, see if it dries up, and then start walking again. But I have to be a little careful, because when I was just waiting here for the rain, I heard a big tree or a big branch falling down. I was just recording some sounds with an app I have, so I have it on sound recording. But that's what you have here. This is all primary rainforest. And yeah, there's old trees, very old trees that especially when it rains, you know, they become heavy because of all the water. And then when you know, a big branch or a very old tree is dead, it falls down, and with a lot of noise. That's what happened. So yeah, I'm gonna check out if nothing has fallen on one of the trails. Yeah, I think it's going to dry up, so I'm gonna walk a little bit further. So it didn't stop raining. It actually started raining harder. Yeah, I was just walking down this path, going uphill, and I was pretty good beneath the tree canopy, or the forest canopy. As I've said, most of the rain is absorbed by the canopy in the primary rainforest like this. But now it started raining harder, and yeah, the forest canopy wasn't helping me, so I had to put on my raincoat, my poncho. And yeah, there was some bird activity going on. I think I saw a red-throated and tanager. Not really sure. Actually, I have this bird app. It's called Merlin, and it can recognize bird sounds. Well, not all of them, but it's developed by I think it's the Cornell Lab of Ornithology, and it's based in the United States. And they developed this really cool sound recording app that it can recognize bird songs and bird calls, and it probably can for a lot of birds in the United States and also in Europe. But here in Costa Rica, it doesn't work for most of the species. So I was doing some sound recording and see if the app was recognizing the bird that I was looking at. It was calling actually, but it didn't. So, but you know, it's really good that you can do some sound recording, and there's also a website where you have all of where you can download bird songs and bird calls, and then you can see if you can figure out or identify by this website what species of birds you have seen. But now there's not a lot of activity going on. There's a white-crowned parrot calling up in the tree, but for the most there's not too many birds. But anyways, I was walking up this path, and I think I found this tree that fell down as I was talking about a little earlier. It's I don't know if we can have a closer look. It's looks like it's nice and fresh. It fell down. I think it's the one. It's actually a dead tree, but it took a branch of another tree with him. So there's some green leaves from another tree. But I think I think it's a dead tree for sure. So this is the one that came down. And even though it doesn't look very big, you don't want to get hit by a tree like that. So I was lucky. I was a little bit down the path here. So I'm gonna wait until the rain gets a little less. Probably will stop raining, hopefully soon. So let's wait. So I decided to walk back. It was still raining, and it didn't stop. So I walked back. I'm here at that little shed. Been here a little bit earlier also. And I'm here to do some bird watching. So if it rains really hard, then that's not really helping. That's not really nice. If I would be here for the forest and to do some hiking, I would continue. But I'm here for bird watching. See some nice birds. So I decided to walk back. And I was just having a little bit of breakfast here. I had to charge my phone and checking out the hummingbirds. Here's that hummingbird feeding station. You know, there's some buckets. They fill it up with some nectar, and the hummingbirds can feed on that. So that's really really nice. You can see the hummingbirds very good. And this is probably where all the beautiful pictures you see on the internet come from. Usually when photographers want to make a nice picture of a bird, they set up this trap, or like with hummingbirds they make a feeding station. And so it's not that photographers walk into the forest and they see this nice bird and you have a beautiful picture. No, of course that sometimes happens, but most of the time it's just a scene. It's just a trap for. But anyways, sometimes they can make really really beautiful pictures. And so it actually stopped raining. It's stopped raining right now, and it's about 9:30 right now. And I've been here for a couple of hours, and I haven't seen much, but that's what it is. That's the reality of being in a rainforest or a cloud forest like here at the Rancho Naturalista. And I was just thinking about it. It was really really funny. you know, I live in the Netherlands, and we have this weather predicting app, weather app, and it works really good. You can it predicts rain, sunshine, and whatever, and I use it quite often, especially in autumn and in winter when it rains a lot. And if I have to go out on my bicycle to do some groceries, there's mosquitoes everywhere here. To do some groceries out on my bike, you know, I check this app and see if it's going to rain, and if it's not, then I go out, and if it's going to rain, I can wait a little bit. But here in Costa Rica and in any other tropical country, that's not the case. You're just here at the mercy of Mother Nature, and that's really cool. So I'm gonna, it's stopped raining now. I think I'm gonna check out the forest a little bit more. I have to be back at the lodge at 12 because I'm going to have lunch over there. So I'm not going too far away. I'm gonna take it easy, and bird activity is starting to come back again. So I hope it's going to stay dry and not starting to rain again. And that's the reality of here of being in a rainforest, as I've said. You know, you can watch all the beautiful YouTube videos in the tropical rainforest, and there's loads of videos here from the Rancho Naturalista, of course. And you can imagine yourself walking around here and see all these beautiful birds and all the rainforest. But the reality is it rains, and it can rain for a long time. And that's just what it is, and that's okay. That's the beauty of nature, you know. Oh, mosquitoes biting me. So I'm going to continue and see what I can, if I can see some nice birds. So it starts to get a little dark again. As you can see behind me, it's pretty dark. Clouds are coming in again, so maybe it's going to rain again. But I just came across a flock of oropendulas with Montezuma oropendulas, and also can hear some chestnut-headed oropendulas, and there were some crested guans here up in the canopy. So if you haven't heard the Montezuma oropendula before, it's a really loud and strange song they make. So it's the chestnut-headed oropendulas you can hear behind me. It's the guans flying over. Oh. The Montezuma oropendula. So look how fast things can change here. I had to come down again because it was raining really hard, and the trails were all turning into small rivers. So I decided to walk back. It was already past 11 o'clock, so almost lunchtime. So I decided to stay a little bit at that shed again, wait for the rain to stop, but it didn't. So I returned to the lodge, and I just had lunch. It's now 1:45 in the afternoon, and look, completely dry. The sun was actually shining, so it can change really fast here in the rainforest. And so I had some really nice lunch, and I think I'm gonna walk a little bit more. I'm not going to come back to my Airbnb that late because I have to pack my suitcase, because tomorrow I'm leaving to another place. So I'm gonna check out some of the trails, see if I can see some birds. It's actually pretty quiet, during this time. Bird activity is not that high, but maybe I'm going to check out the lodge. They have also a bird feeding spot over there, so maybe there would be I'll have the chance to see some nice birds over there, some nice hummingbirds. And so I'm gonna enjoy this weather. All right, I think I'm done for today. Started raining again, and the wind also starts to blow really hard, so I'm done. It hasn't been the perfect bird watching day, but yeah, anyways, saw a lot of nice birds and did a lot of sound recording, so maybe I can ID some new birds with my sound recording app. But anyways, yeah, I think I'm going home or going back to my Airbnb, pack my suitcase, because tomorrow I'm leaving. I'm actually going to to a reforestation or nature conservation project, a similar one that I'm dreaming about starting. If you see my other videos, my dream is to live here in Costa Rica and yeah, maybe start my own reforestation or nature conservation project. So that's where I'm going tomorrow morning, and then after that I will be driving to La Fortuna, visit the Arenal volcano area, supposed to be a really nice birding area also. So yeah, I still have a few days or a few days left here in Costa Rica before I fly home to the Netherlands. Yeah, so that's about it. Really like the forest around the Rancho Naturalista. Really nice primary cloud forest. Yeah, couldn't see all the birds, or couldn't see many birds that I wanted to see. But that's, yeah, just because of the weather. You can't pick the weather here in Costa Rica, unfortunately. But that's yeah, that's part of the adventure, you know. So hope you like this video. And yeah, like I've said, if you like my other videos as well about my dream of moving here to Costa Rica, please check out my other videos. And yeah, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already. And if you subscribe to my channel, please hit the notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload a new video. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.